Angelou.
I talked some friends of mine into going to this little club, late 50s. And what I remember is Maya making her entrance, very tall, very grand, no shoes.
Mo and Joe run the candy store, telling fortunes behind the door.
That she was an original is certainly an understatement.
He began to shout, "Run, Joe! Hey, the man's at the door."
She was exact and refined with her movements. She was limbs. I mean, she was a beautiful Giacometti sculpture.
So you run, Joe, run, Joe, run, Joe, run, Joe, run, Joe, oh.
Maya Angelou. She's considered a hero and a genius by admirers all around the globe and across many generations. When it comes to all the art forms she mastered in her lifetime, she lived a very full and beautiful life. Maya Angelou had a broad career as a singer, dancer, actress, composer, and Hollywood's first female black director, but became most famous as a writer, editor, essayist, playwright, and poet. Her poetry has often been lauded more for its depictions of black beauty, the strength of women, the human spirit, criticizing the Vietnam War, demanding social justice for all, than its poetic virtue. Maya Angelou has 7 autobiographies. I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings is her first and possibly most popular of the 7. The book follows Angela's early stages in life, including the time that she was raped by her mother's boyfriend when she was just 7 years old. She became mute for 5 years from then on. She talked to no one. Here's a beautiful reading by the genius herself and many other amazing people.
A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the currents end.
And dips his wings in the orange sun rays and dare to claim the sky.
But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage.
His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing.
The free bird thinks of another breeze.
And the trade winds soft through the sighing trees.
And the fat worms waiting on the dawn-bright lawn, and he names the sky his own.
But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams, and his shadow shouts on a nightmare scream.
His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing.
The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown, but longed for still.
And his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom.
Throughout everything that she faced, she developed a love for language, even without speaking. She read Black authors like Langston Hughes, W.E.B. Du Bois, and Paul Laurence Dunbar, as well as works by William Shakespeare, Charles Dickens, and Edgar Allan Poe. Maya looked up to these male writers, but she knew that she, as a woman, could also accomplish anything a man could. When Angelou was 12 and a half, Miss Flowers, an educated African-American woman, finally got her to speak again. Miss Flowers, as Angelou recalled in her children's book, Miss Flowers, A Moment of Friendship, written in 1986. It emphasized the importance of the spoken word, explained the nature of and the importance of education, and instilled in her a love of poetry. Angelou graduated at the top of her 8th grade class. I think something very prevalent in Maya's personality was her ability to empathize with others and view everyone as equally valid and worthy of all the love and magic there is in the world. One of her famous quotes states, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou was one to use her voice and creativity to inspire others to act. Another quote I love by Maya is, "You can only become truly accomplished at something you love." This shows that she believed passion for what we do is far more important than anything else, and it is what helped her be so successful. She had a focus on people, which also helped her be successful as a leader. She once said, "The desire to reach the stars is ambitious. The desire to reach hearts is wise and most possible." This quote shows how people-oriented she was and how concerned she was with the thoughts and feelings of others. She had so much enthusiasm about life and achieving goals to the point that she deeply motivated others. Maya Angelou was extremely proactive in the way that she took control of her life and made it everything she ever dreamed of. She believed in being creative enough to make her world and the world around her a better place. Reading Maya's writing saying that she wished she was born a man was crazy to me because it was so difficult to be successful in any field as a woman. She wrote in her book, I Know That Why the Caged Bird Sings, his heroes were always good, always won, and they were always boys. I could have developed the first two qualities, but becoming a boy was sure to be difficult, if not impossible. She knew that she had to work very hard to be taken seriously as a female writer, especially being black. She had these obstacles of wanting to follow her big dreams while not being what the world held as acceptable for success. On top of that, she was a victim of sexual assault, which discouraged her from her life dreams even more. Instead of letting these factors get the best of her and her goals, she decided to take her life into her own hands. She knew she had to continuously be reading and writing so that she could one day defy all odds against her. Her vision for the world was that it could be a more beautiful place with creativity. Maya Angelou's mission statement would be something along the lines of, "I was put on this earth to share my heart with this world and to show others how beautiful life can be when we opened our minds and let our creativity flourish. We are stronger together, and it is my duty to show the world how much better off we would all be if we could see the beauty in each other rather than the flaws. I strive to show the world beauty to help us get through the pain and evil surrounding